I'm so excited that you're here. Today we're going to talk about the quick guide to social media basics. We're going to talk about everything that I've learned over the past 8 years that's going to help you get started in the right direction. I want to help you get people interested in your business so that you can start turning your business into a profitable one. And that's simply by using something that you're already using, social media. So if you haven't already, please stop this video right now and go get a pen and a paper or your laptop or whatever it is that you like to take notes with. Okay, the first thing I want to ask you is, do you want to treat this as a hobby or as a serious business? Because honestly, that's how you have to start thinking about your social media from here on out. If you got into this business to make an extra income or to change your life for you and your family, to change your future, or even if it's just to get free wine, you're gonna have to take what I give you and really implement it into your daily business. Stop treating your social media as you have in the past, which was like a hobby. You were there to share pictures of your family, of your dog, things like that. We're gonna get a little more intentional about the things that we post. So, the first don't is do not post your link of your website on your social media. Most of you probably know this, that when you signed up with us, you got a website, which is directsellers.com/yourmemberid. The most common thing that people do when they first join a business is they blast that link all over the place. They post things like how to sign up, how to buy, how to join my team. Maybe you've seen people do that from other companies. Well, it's a very common mistake. So do yourself a favor and don't do it. Don't even put your link in your Facebook bio or even in your Instagram profile. Think of that link as something very special, like it's something that you're not going to give up until you think that person is worthy of it. So think of it as you're not going to give somebody your link until you've had a conversation with them and you understand what they need and they understand what you have, and they're like literally, okay, how do I get started? Okay, that's when you give them your link. So that's the number one rule: do not blast your link on social media. Number 2, don't try to be on every single social media platform. Like, don't be on Facebook and then start a business page and then go to Instagram, or be on Pinterest and Snapchat and then go to YouTube. Oh my gosh, don't do it. That's wearing me out just saying it. I mean, we've all made that mistake before. All it's gonna do is stress you out and you're gonna get nowhere because you can't be in that many places all at once. So here's what I recommend. Start with one. You only need one. Choose a platform that you already have a presence on and that you're already using. So if you're not on social media, think about where your friends are hanging out, right? If your friends are moms or millennials or professionals, where are they hanging out? That's where you want to go. Just start with one platform. One question that I get all the time is, should I start a Facebook business page? Well, you already have a Facebook profile, right? So I'm going to give you my 2 cents and you can take it or leave it. I honestly don't think you need a like page right out of the gate. Think about it this way. Your friends are already on your personal page, right? Like pages are extremely hard to grow. They take a lot of time, they take a lot of work, and yeah, they're powerful, but you will have to spend a lot of time learning how to use them in order for them to be beneficial for you. So I'm not saying that you can't think about getting a like page in the future, but for now, when you're just starting out with us, just use your regular Facebook profile until you have the basics covered and you're consistent with the basics. Don't overcomplicate it. Just stay with what you have. Number 3, don't brand the company, brand yourself. You should be positioning yourself as the person that people want to work with or to buy with or align themselves up with you in some way, shape, or form. You are the brand. People don't care about the company name. I like to think, like when I'm on social media and I see people constantly promoting promotional stuff or sales or whatever, I mean, doesn't that kind of annoy you? Nobody wants to know about your company stuff. They want to know about you. Okay? So don't brand the company, brand yourself. You can do this by posting content that solves a problem, entertains, something that's funny, something that's real life. So just be you, be relatable, share your story. The goal of social media is to make friends, right? You know, people want to know about you. They want to know what you're all about, what you're doing, what's this business about, how does it work? So if you're always telling people about direct sellers, how are they ever going to wonder what you're doing? So guess what? They will Google direct sellers and they'll find out for themselves without you being able to share your excitement and your new passion and share your story. So to be honest, like, people are going to get kind of tired of hearing you talk about it. So number 4, engagement. Start a conversation. We're on social media to be social, right? So ask others' opinions. People love to tell you their opinion. So ask on certain topics or events or whatever you want to create engagement on. People, like I said, they love to tell you what they think. And my last tip for number 4 is to be interested versus interesting. Like, I'm not that interesting. Believe it. Guys, I don't have an exciting life. I'm a wife, a mom, a dog mom. I'm sure you guys can relate. So you have to be interested in what others are doing. Be more likable. You know, have people be your friend. You'll create a community of engagement and excitement. Number 5, build your network daily. That's what you're supposed to be doing, right? Now that you started a business, you're going to need a bigger network, right? And for some people that come into this network marketing thing, you know, they have a larger amount of friends. Others come in and they have a smaller amount of friends. It doesn't really matter where you start, because guess what? Everybody has to continually build and add new people and build and add new people and keep growing bigger and bigger. And the way you do that, just little baby steps over time. So practice, practice, practice. Every day, add 2 to 3 friends to your network. Doesn't mean that you try to sell to them. You just be a friend. Find people in other groups, searching certain hashtags on Instagram. Maybe you have a common interest or mutual friend. Just friend request them. Connect with them. Engage with them. So focus on adding 2 to 3 new people a day, and over time, you will build your following. I know this from experience because when I first started in my last company, I had a very small amount of friends. And most everyone had already heard of the company I was working with. So I had to build my following on Facebook. You'll realize that no matter what size network you have, there's an infinite amount of people out there. There are people out there for you who are just like you. Number 6 is just have fun. People love to have fun, especially with a company like our wine company. People want to know how they can have fun like you. You can show that you're having fun in your marriage, with your kids, with your friends, even at work. Just share that you're having fun in your life. And there's no better way to attract fun people because you know how to have fun, right? The fun side of your life. Share that. Number 7, please don't share people's posts. I see this all the time. And I'm sure you guys don't know that you're doing it. Like, you see a recipe and you share it. You see a fun new workout and you share it. You see a makeup tutorial and you share it. But what happens if I go to your profile and I'm just curious to see what you're up to, and all I see is that you're sharing all this other content. I don't know anything about you. All I see is you're sharing other videos, you're sharing people's content. So I'm thinking you're not really serious about this business. But if I see you sharing everything that we're teaching, I'm a little more interested in what you're doing. My curiosity is piqued. So every time you want to share somebody else's content, I want you to take a second and think, this isn't a hobby anymore. I'm supposed to be treating my social media like a profitable business. So I will stop sharing other people's posts, right? The goal is for you to create your own content. That's how you're going to be a professional in this. And it doesn't have to be like perfect. It doesn't have to be amazing, right? But the more you create your own content with your words and your pictures, the better you're gonna be. Use apps to make them brighter. You know how when people are on Facebook and they're just scrolling through their phone, you wonder what makes them stop and look. Do you ever wonder that? I wonder what it is. So put words on your pictures, make it bright. Don't add dark pictures. And I personally, I always try to keep my content positive and happy. You know, that's just what I do. Very rarely will you see anything negative on my wall. Number 8, don't try to appeal to everybody, because you guys, we can't please everyone. And if you try, you're gonna fail. Pick 5 topics that you can relate to other ones, and that would be other than wine. You know, like being a wife, being a mom, being a dog mom, or like the other day when Chase tore up my front room. I did a post about it and people laughed about it, right? Or you can post about being at the pool in the middle of a day on a Wednesday. Share what you're doing, share tips, have a sense of humor, post funny quotes, talk about entrepreneurship, talk about having your own business. And in the midst of that, you can drip on the wine. But just remember, wine isn't who you are. Just be you and be unapologetically you. Number 9 is called breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing information is things that you can do on social media about this opportunity. So write this down. What does the DC community mean to you? What does your team mean to you? What does your future team mean to you? What has it done for you? What are goals that you have in your business? What do you want to achieve in this business? What have you learned so far? What has changed since you've joined us? Maybe for the first time in a long time, you're excited and you have a purpose in your life. That's the kind of stuff that you want to start sharing. Share what you're learning, because you're a student now, right? You're reading personal development. You're learning about your business. Share that on your wall. And you're going to start creating something that people want to be a part of. Saying join my team and message me and buy from me, people don't want to hear from that. I mean, they don't want to hear about that. So start breadcrumbing your life. 20 to 25% of the time you can talk about your wine, but the rest of the time you need to share more about you. Number 10, my final tip, it's probably the most important out of all the tips I've given you today, is be consistent. Be consistent. You showing up every single day creates a ton of credibility, and it creates a ton of trust, and shows people that you are in this. You're not going anywhere, and you're in it to win it. Through the good times and the bad, the ups and the downs, whatever life throws at you, that you're here to stay. That's the kind of people that people want to join. They generally don't want to join somebody who's flaky, or they rarely show up, right? Or they jump from business to business to business. So showing up and implementing what you have been learning, and don't be afraid to try. You gotta be consistent. You know, you gotta do this when everything's not perfect. You gotta do this when your house isn't clean. You know, I can't work on my business just because I decide oh, I need to clean my house and then I'm gonna work my business. No, I have to be very intentional. And every single day, every little bit of work that I do is gonna matter so much more than if I do it once in a while. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, please reach out to your upline on our Team Wine Boss page, and we will absolutely help you. And if you can, I recommend you go back and you watch this video a couple more times and take some notes. I can't wait to see how your social media changes. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see ya on the Team Wine Boss page.